people out there in TV land. For anyone who might be tuning in to watch this, I am the producer on Savage-Realms, and I'm just playing a little bit of Fallout. I have been playing this game. This isn't a brand new game, as you can see by the level 53 part right there. I've been playing this game for a while, and I just wanted to get it farther along before I really got involved with anything too intricate. Primarily, for those who are wanting to know what this line of videos is going to be about, this is primarily just me playing Fallout and putting a lot of attention into my settlements and building them up. Like, I started late on this, honestly, because settlement building in the beginning would simply just be too much. Like, there's too many things you need and don't have. It's a long process getting to a point where you can build up settlements properly without having to spend every waking moment out on the grind playing the actual game. So I've shuffled my way through most of the game, or at least a lot of the game that isn't the primary story, so that I could get resources, mark new map locations, allow me to go out and collect resources fairly easily. All things that I just needed to get out of the way so that I could really tip my hat to the settlement building in the game and do it to it. Up to this point, I've gotten a lot of the settlements. I don't have all the settlements. Like, I know there are a few settlements in the main primary game that I still haven't collected, as well as I haven't really journeyed into Nuka World at all, and I've only just hopped over into Far Harbor. So while there are settlements in those locations, I'm not going to be trying to get to them in any sort of quick march pace. I'll get around to them once I'm finished working up the Commonwealth. My whole little aesthetic here is basically we're going with the idea that I've been made the president of the Commonwealth. We're going to go with that story, because in the end of this, I'm going to go ahead and win this all for the Minutemen, take down the Institute, and that's the line that we're going down. Just the idea that I've been made president of the Commonwealth and I am just building it back up. A better Commonwealth for you and your family. And, you know, since the Minutemen stick to old ideas, I've basically been made, you know, president. And, you know, while the president could live in a palace while everybody else lives in hovels and shacks and barely makes it by, I don't think that's the kind of president I want to be, folks. So, I have built into these settlements. So, like, I've spent time doing it. You know, put effort into it, and made a bunch of different stuff. But most of it has just been to actually fill out the settlement so that they have citizens, and, you know, people have beds and homes to sleep in, food to eat, all the basic needs and requirements taken, because I'm not using any mods to cheat my way through this. Like, I am just playing the game. I do have the Creation Club content and things like that, as you can see by this Vault-Tec based house that I've built here in Sanctuary. And I've basically put all this together because, you know, this is going to be the president's house. This is the White House, folks. This is where the president lives. And, you know, does his thing when, you know, he's not running around saving everybody from raiders and, you know, freeing civilization from, you know, secretive organizations of scientists that don't give a rat's ass about them and use them as the subject of their experiments and all that stuff. Since I'm going to be saving people from all of that, might as well try to make things a little bit better. Now, I have already done a fair amount of build-up in a bunch of the different settlements, and as I said, it's basically just, you know, basic needs stuff. Just trying to keep the settlements happy and alive and not make it work against itself. So I've covered all of their basic needs, but I haven't gotten really in depth with any of the builds. All the builds are mostly prefab structures, basic defenses, things that, you know, they need to just not leave the settlement system. Like, if I'm trying to fight against the settlement system while I'm doing this, it's just going to take me a whole bunch more time. So, for the most part, I have all of my bases covered with all of the settlements that I've collected up to this point. Mostly, I've just been trying to collect them and get them up to snuff to the point where people are going to live there, they're going to be happy there, they're going to be safe there. And now that I've got the basic needs covered, I want to start getting into more of the custom aspects of it. Really flush things out, make things look really good, maybe add some world-built authenticity to it, you know, sort of that giving everything its own vibe and atmosphere and making it feel like it's actually part of the game and not just something that I slapdash down in order to, you know, fill a requirement. The only question is, where am I going to start first? I do have a number of settlements that I've been working on and trying to pick up. I just picked up a settlement on the far end over here. This one right here. Just got this one. They literally have nothing as of yet. Haven't built a single thing there other than a recruitment beacon to pick some people up. So these people justifiably unhappy. It's completely understandable that their happiness is at 35%. They're probably not doing too well. I just put this place together and haven't really got into anything. Oh, you're looking pretty tough. Where are you from?
I'm new around here. I wanted to introduce myself. I just wanted you to know that I'm ready to do whatever it takes to make this into a real home. I'm ready to help with whatever you need. Just say the word. Let
me see what you got in your inventory. Oh, I'm actually starting to pick up more settlers from... Okay, so one of the Creation Club content videos, or not videos, but one of the add-ons, the Creation Club content that I've got has a part where you go back to Fallout 3 location back in DC, I believe it was, and you help some people out. And I got a few settlers to come to my settlements from there, but I thought that it was just the settlers that were in that location. But apparently, after you do that mission, it just adds them to the lineup of settlers you can get, which is pretty cool. So now I've got some settlers coming in with Fallout 3 assets, the clothes that they wear in that game. Okay, so let me see, what am I doing here first? Gotta get away so people aren't trying to talk to me every moment. I do have all of the primary full game add-ons, Nuka World and the Voltec DLC, contraptions, all that stuff. So I have a lot of tools to work with that haven't had in previous playthroughs, and haven't really focused a lot into the settlement system with. I haven't played around with them a lot, which is one of the reasons I'm trying to re-get into it, because I have a lot of new tools that I didn't have the first few times that I really got into the settlement system in previous playthroughs, which is going to make this hopefully more fun. So what do these people need right now? Right now they need beds and defense. Okay, so this whole crater in the ground is going to be a problem. It's hard to get over, so I think, luckily enough, they do have scaffolds and things like that as part of, I think this was contraptions. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's contraptions that has the scaffold. And I'm trying to find a way I need this to be I want to build around this somehow. Try to work this in. Like, there are plenty of online Fallout 4 builders. You've probably seen their videos online if you're watching this. And they use glitches and things like that to try to make things work. And I'm trying to do this glitch free. I don't want to be one of those people who's sitting around relying on glitches to make everything work. I want to actually just do stuff that works. Okay, move. Okay, there we go. And it won't snap in. See, this is one of the reasons that people resort to glitching to make things look good. Because it's really hard when they have all of this stuff in your way to really work with it. Like, it's one of the challenges that the game presents you with, and the way that a lot of people respond to these challenges is by saying, like, hey, it's not convenient. It makes things difficult on me. I'm just going to cheat the system and use some glitches and get it done that way, and I'm just not a big fan of that. Like, to me, I appreciate the challenge. Throw something at me. Make me work around it. Come on. Like these crates. I'm going to have to work around these crates. I can't get rid of them. They won't go anywhere. This house, going to have to work around it. Basically shattered into pieces. It's permanent. I can't get rid of it. Is there a stairwell up there? No. Okay, so this house is one of the primary problems in this location. This is a really, really difficult location to try to build on. They have made it super hard. So what I'm going to have to do is do my best come on. Okay. Let me see. And let me see if I can put some stairs here as a stepping stone down to and okay, metal stairs. Ramp. Not big enough. Brick. Barn. Scaffolding. How about scaffolding stairs? Those clip in. Okay, so what if I delete that and okay, so maybe if I switch the floor style, because I am having a little bit of trouble here. As you can see, I'm trying to get right there. There we go. Snap. Okay, so, and ramps. Okay. Okay, so okay. Yes, so mark over. stairs down on this other side. Right there. There we go. You move. Okay. And just like that, that ugly ass spot has been resolved and covered up. And can I get at least one placement? Damn it. Get off the stairs. Fucking assholes. So this is the problem that a bunch of people resort to glitching for. You see, these stairs won't go in under normal circumstances. Like, they just refuse to breach the ground. And that's one of the reasons that people resort Okay, so they won't let me double stack these. Okay. So now people can make it through this segment without any troubles. Okay. Come on. Okay, so. Okay, so. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So okay. Okay, so scaffolding stairs might be a, yeah. Yeah, there we go. And okay, so now we're getting cooking with gasoline right here. We finally have, what would you call it? A decent overlap for this. We got this overlaid. We've got a good roof area and access point into the top. Okay, now we just need walls. Let me see what we got in walls. And snap on. Okay, so the scaffolding probably isn't a good idea for the second floor because it won't snap to anything. Okay, so not snap? Okay, so start off with all these things, they always have to clip together in order to make something bigger. Like right now, the aesthetic that I'm going for is rough. Like I'm trying to rough this out to where I can have reasonable access in and throughout this general area. And there are people trapped under there. Okay, so in order to get those people out of there, I have to, I'm gonna have to give them something to do. For now, I'll put down some plants. And that'll lure them. You come up out of there. Yeah, I still need more. Oh, come on, move. No, you come over here. No. Okay. Is there anyone else down here? No.
Got a dangerous look about you.
God damn it, get over here, robot. Get your ass out of the hole. Yes. Okay. And put that back. Come on. Yes. And now everyone is locked out of getting into that hole. Okay, so now that we've got that done, I think it's time to have some common ground. Because right now we need to get these people set up with some roofs over their heads. So So, now that we got that laid out and we've got some overhead coverage, we can go ahead and give these people some beds to sleep in. Now, when I'm first setting these up, I always go with these double bunk beds because they're just the most space cost effective. And I am trying my best to just make sure that all of their basic needs are met. Like, whenever I'm first setting this up, I just want them to be able to live comfortably, and there's not much else that goes into it. And now that this is guarded off, I can go ahead and place a bed down here too. And this is going to count as sheltered beds. This can go. I'll remove that door because it's just taking up space. And there we have the 20 necessary because I got maxed out charisma, so now no matter how many settlers we get, we have enough beds for all of them. Okay, so now that that's done, I just have to worry about getting them some defense. And remember, I am going to be doing more complicated building as things go on, but I'm basically just right now showing you the process of putting together the settlements initially. Like, honestly, I actually kind of like this design, and I might go with just flushing it out more later on, adding some more extra touches, more details, and things like that in order to make it seem more lived in and natural for the environment. But as for now, I'm just trying to make sure that people aren't starving to death and things like that. I usually just start out by setting up some of these turrets around. Oof. Like, I did come here without my typical jetpack. Like, I have a jetpack on my suit of armor that I usually go everywhere in, but currently I was just in a rush to sort of get this settlement up to snuff so that the settlers aren't miserable. I might have to fast travel if it comes right down to it to get to somewhere that'll let me go ahead and put one over here, and let's go ahead and utilize these, which allows them to make it seem like they have a bit more of a purpose, like maybe they were placed defensively. Okay, so we've got beds, we've got defense. Don't have enough water, so I'm gonna have to, whenever it comes to water, for most of these settlements like that don't have any built-in water regulate, like, oh, this is a great, I don't know why I never thought of that. It's a risk because people are gonna, can I get, no. I don't want to remove the stairs though, because then people will start getting stuck. Maybe if I take them out. Okay, so even if they even if I crouch, I can't get in here. So how in the hell are they getting in there? Okay, so I had the idea that maybe I could place the water pumps down there in the hole, but it's not working out like I wanted it to, so I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, there's a door over here. And yeah, people can fall right into it. Okay, so now I know how that happened. So down here, beneath everyone's nose, I can go ahead and put the water pumps and I can just chain some conduits out. And okay, let me see. Okay, and I'll run another one over this way. Okay, so now what I'm doing right now is I'm allowing myself the ability to run lines between all of these different assets that will allow me to run power.
Those uglies will think twice before messing with us again.
Okay, and now I'm having trouble getting out. I managed to squeeze through in order to do it, but now I'm having trouble getting out, so I think I might have to fast travel in order to get out of here. But it's all within expectations. Like, sometimes you gotta take it. You gotta take the risk. Okay.
Can't remember the last time I had another day of hard work.
Okay, so now I can travel back. And I've went ahead and set up those conduits in chains, so now go ahead and run to these conduits. Okay, so now I've got some power that's going to be running up there. I need it to run across. Okay, so over here is a great place. Have a generator. Okay, so I guess gonna have to have a few more. Yes. And I've got 20 water. And just like that, water supply is covered. Now, I can go ahead and place the food supply here. I'm going to go ahead and give them some fruit. Yay, I leveled up. Isn't that fun? Okay, so now that I've given them some mute fruit, give them some potatoes to finish things off. Okay, so yeah, you come over here and farm this fruit here. You come over here, farm these potatoes. And okay, so now I have this settlement's happiness up. And you I actually like the people who come from the mod, so I'm gonna move her. And just making a case that all of the people that came from the old Fallout 3 venue, I'm just going to go ahead and send to the castle. Why am I sending them all to the castle? Well, because the castle is the Minuteman stronghold. It's sort of like the Pentagon for my new government here in the Commonwealth. And, you know, the Minutemen are the military.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have power running to these people. I have beds for them. I can get them some more leisure activities. Is she? Is that? Let me see what
I
happens.
just wanted to introduce myself. Anyway, I just wanted to say thanks for the opportunity. Any place you want me to pitch in?
Let me see what this outfit is
Of
called.
course.
Yeah, because she's another one from that Fallout 3 DLC. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move you to the castle as well. Okay, so I've got this place set up survivably for now. I'll work on giving them some better stuff as things go along. But right now, we're going to go ahead and trip it down to the castle, because I've been doing my best to try to work on the castle and get it up to snuff. It needs to be the military headquarters for the Commonwealth government that I'm establishing, and that means I just can't tolerate it being half-assed. It just can't. Like, I've been setting up all of my military soldiers with combat armor and military fatigues, giving them better weaponry, basically just trying to set them up nicely and make sure that they are the military that they're supposed to be. Now I'm coming back here to make sure that the people that I sent off actually left. Okay, so by the looks of it, everyone that looked like they were from the Fallout 3 stuff got sent off. Okay, so that's good. I do like to collect Bunker Hill eventually as a settlement, but the only way to get it is to go through the primary storyline. And I've actually been trying to avoid that because going through the primary storyline pushes things ahead and things start changing, and I'm not really trying to deal with that right now. I'm keeping it where it's at because that's where I want it to be for the moment. As far as my stats, I am a total builder. Like, this is how I usually go when it comes to my stats. I put points into all of my let me build stuff categories, and that's usually where most of my attention is focused. Building stuff and doing very good damage with that stuff. I see I got a bunch of points poured into Commando, the rifleman, pistol. Also, being able to collect and trade stuff is one of the fortes that I always press into my characters. So I always usually have high intellect, high charisma, and I always go with Caps Collector every time it's available. I get it because prices are important when you're working on a merchant system, and I always do. I always set up the trade lines. I always got to get the local leader so I can set up trade lines between all of my different workshops and build everything up. It's something that I like to put a lot of attention to, because having a lot of different settlements and having them do different things just allows you a bunch of different possibilities that you don't have without it. For example, I set up all my settlements so that I can basically make infinite amounts of adhesive. And for those that don't play this game, adhesive is very expensive. If you try to buy it, like you're paying a lot of money out of pocket, especially if you aren't like me and don't go high charisma and put a whole bunch of points into Caps Collector and stuff like that, the stuff that lowers the bargaining price for all of the goods. You're paying a lot more money for it that way, and I have to get a lot of stuff for vendors, but adhesive is by far one of the most expensive, other than aluminum. And you can just cheat your way out of that by having a stove and making vegetable starch, which makes 5 adhesive. And all you need is corn, mute, purified water, and Tato. So the thing about it is that collecting these yourself takes forever. There's no way you're going to be able to have an effective loop around to make unlimited adhesive if you're just trying to collect it yourself. But if you stack farmland and have your different settlements farming a lot of produce, then all of the excess produce gets stacked up and channeled through all of the supply lines that you run from one settlement to the next. And then you can just use that to make a basically unlimited supply of adhesive, so that you never have to pay for it. And trust me when I tell you that never having to pay for adhesive is awesome. It saves me so much money. So much money. And money is a resource. The less I have to spend, the less I have to go out grinding in order to cover the expenses of building stuff. Okay, so back to the settlement. I'm still waiting. Like, you've been seeing me travel around, and I've been doing that, and I've been talking to you because I'm currently waiting for the new settlers that I just sent to here to show up. Because I've been trying to set them all up, but I just sent some new ones here, and it does take time for new settlers to make their way across the map. Because believe it or not, that's how it works. Like, if you've ever sent a partner somewhere, you can actually sit around and watch them as they slowly walk back to whatever settlement you sent them to, if you have a partner. And it actually works the same way whenever you tell these people who occupy the settlements to move around. They slowly make their way across the map, and it takes time for them to do it. Oh, yes, but I do have 1 point, and I'm putting it into strength because I've been trying to get to this. Strong back. Strong back is very useful. I don't really go for it until once I've actually gotten up in levels, because earlier I just tend to use power armor. I use power armor and mods to allow me to carry extra weight. Like even when I'm not running around with power armor, I've got my little backpack here so that I can go ahead and carry extra weight even then. Whenever you're going out getting resources, collecting money through missions or whatever, being able to carry a lot is definitely beneficial, which is one of the reasons that I'm very happy that I collected this guy right here, the Sentinel power armor. It's in the add-on content that goes into Fallout, the Creation Club stuff. It was a mission to get it, but totally worth it. It adds basically a completely new companion that can follow me around and massively increase the amount of stuff I'm able to carry, which is so helpful. And you can put it into any suit of power armor that you want. Basically, it attaches to the suit that the power armor is connected to. So if you take off all the armor, the power armor frame will just be moving around by itself. But it can basically, you can put any armor you want onto it, and I prefer the X2 armor from the Enclave mod, Echoes of the Past, and I collect these, and that's basically what me and all of my companions rock. I go with a red, white, and blue theme. I am blue. I have Curie with me, and I keep her white, and my robot companion here is red, so I got a red, white, and blue theme going with it. Yes, but the new settlers have not made it here. They are marked in my population because it used to only be 8, but they still haven't arrived. I sent them, but they're making it. It's a journey. It's a journey, people. So while I'm waiting on them to show up, I need to get them some weaponry. Because as I said, one of the missions I've been trying to get accomplished is making sure that everyone at the Minutemen settlement is a soldier, ready to go. They are the front line when things go bad, so I need them to be well outfitted. And to that end, I've been giving them very good weaponry. However, giving them good weaponry is both time-consuming and expensive. So, I've been not giving them the absolute best. I've basically been giving them regular weapons that I deck out to the maximum level. Like a laser pistol, but I soup it up to a rifle, make it automatic, put all the best mods that I've got on it. But it's not one of my legendary weapons. Like, I reserve those for me and my closest companions and fellow travelers. Like, that stuff is for me and my companions. I don't put it on just anybody. I'm currently running low on regular weapons to hand out to the individual travelers. I mean, the individual... here we go. Combat shotguns. I can fix up a couple of those. Or no, maybe the combat rifles would be better. Yeah, because I pick those up all the time too, and I always usually end up throwing them away. They're so big and bulky. I don't like the way that the short assault rifles, or whatever assault rifle in general, looks. It looks a bit too bulky for my taste. I don't really dig it, so I tend to stay clear. Having one of these, I'm definitely, I'm gonna put one of those on somebody. Okay, so first I'm gonna upgrade this.
Rob's coming in. Good.
Okay, so I got that maxed out. Let me get these. I always go with armor piercing, even though the regular has more damage. The armor piercing is more useful for all around because a lot of enemies tend to use armor. I prefer reflex sights on most mid-range automatic weapons. And though being quiet isn't necessarily very important to me, the recoil reduction you get from having a suppressor on these weapons is just phenomenal. I can't do without it. It's wonderful. Ah, there we go, the Minuteman. And that's another one of those additions that I've been throwing in. All of the weapons that I hand over to the actual Minutemen, I give them the Minutemen paint job. They are rocking 100% Minutemen gear. Oof, I'm out of aluminum, and that is an expensive ingredient, folks. Most of the grinding that I do usually takes place trying to replace the ingredients that are expensive and hard to come by, like aluminum, which even with my charisma maxed out and all of my caps collector stuff, still extremely expensive stuff. Like, even with all of my additions, let me go see what the exact price for aluminum is.
If you're thinking safety, a long-range rifle lets you stay in cover and out of sight. But you might want a secondary weapon for flexibility.
Let's see what you got.
Feel free to test the grips.
Didn't have to listen to what he said. I've heard it 100 times. You probably have too, but I felt like it for the sake of the video. Now, aluminum is running 999 caps. That is expensive. Very expensive. And I know if I'm low on aluminum, I'm probably low on screws too. So, have to buy both of those. And now, since I'm sure that buying just one probably isn't going to cut it, I'm going to have to wait here for 2 days for Arturo to restock, so I can get at least one more shipment of aluminum. There are probably a lot of videos of people who are building stuff and they are trying to skim it down to where it's just the building process. But in this, I felt like showing it all, like warts and all, no cutting to the good stuff. If I'm going to build stuff that takes resources to make, I might as well show you how I get those resources, where I go to get those resources, what you should do in order to have those resources.
Let's take a look.
Something for everyone.
The stuff that most people don't cover in their videos. They just go ahead and build stuff galore, and they're either using cheats or they're cutting out all of the grinding it takes to get all of this stuff. And that's an important part of the game. I like the grinding just as much as I like the building. Like most people, they wouldn't even include getting weaponry and armor and things like that for their settlers as part of a video that was supposed to be focused on building up their settlements and things like that, but it's all part of it. Giving your settlers better equipment to work with is an integral step in making things more secure, making your settlements more defensible. Yes, Cartonomous. I'm sorry. Thank you for your comment. Cartonomous. Aluminum is difficult. It is expensive. There are very few places where you can get it, and mostly you have to get it from the vendors once you hit a certain point. Unless you have Scrapper, which sometimes allows you to get aluminum. Okay, Art. Thank you. Thank you for your comment, Art. So yeah, aluminum is one of the most difficult resources to come by, and oftentimes people get things like Scrapper in order to get aluminum out of scrapping weaponry, but honestly, I think it's a bit of a waste. Honestly, selling the weapons, if you have good enough charisma and points into your bargaining and stuff like that, just gets you much better results than simply breaking them down for their scrap components. You get more out of it if you actually just sell them and buy the stuff you need individually. It takes more time. It does. It absolutely does take more time going from one place to another with less action, but you get it done. I was pretty sure that aluminum can be pulled from Scrapper. You just have to have specific weapons. Like the cheaper weapons, like your pipe pistols and things like that, they don't tend to have rarer ingredients like aluminum unless they've been modded up really heavily. Aluminum usually comes from better classes of weapons, like this gun right here would probably generate some aluminum. At least that's as far as my recollection goes. I'm not going to say I'm 100% on it. Because I haven't gone into Scrapper in a little while, but as far as my memory serves, specific weaponry generates aluminum and things like that. It depends on what the weapon is made out of, how much it's been modded and things like that, and also how many points you put into Scrapper, I believe, because I believe Scrapper has multiple levels, and see right there, like screws, aluminum, and copper when scrapping weapons and armor. Okay, so now I have 3 new weapons that I can go ahead and take to my soldiers down at the castle. So what I need now is apparel. I need something for them to wear. One of the things that yes, aluminum, once again, very expensive. But to armor, one of the problems that I have with armor is that very few things actually let you stack the armor on top of it. And I don't want to break the illusion of the world by getting glitches that just let you put armor on top of everything, because it's against the rules. I don't want to glitch it. As far as power armor goes, I play with power armor. Trust me, I roll with power armor every time. I am a power armor addict. I collect every scrap I can. Like, this is my armor right here. As I said, I was rocking the red, white, and blue with me and my companions. I'm not rocking it right now because I would just be burning through the cores, doing missions and stuff. But right now I'm collecting armor so that I can put it on my Minutemen settlements. I believe I added 2, so 2 chest pieces, left arm, left leg, 2 left legs, right arm, 2. Unfortunately, one of the backfalls of armor pieces is that you don't always, and I'm not giving legendaries to these guys, they're just settlers. I'm just trying to get them set up better than the basic stuff. Not giving them the helmet because I still want to give that to at least one partner. I think I've out of combat armor for the moment, but that won't last long. Eventually somebody's going to attack something, and stuff like that, and I'm gonna have to roll in, and there's gonna be some combat armor on them. Okay, all of these people are set up. Where are the newbies? Okay, they still haven't arrived. Like, that's one of the things that gets to me sometimes, is the timeline it takes these people to cross the Commonwealth to get from one settlement to another. It kills me sometimes because I'm waiting on them and I can't do anything about it because that's how the game operates. I sent them from all the way up here to all the way down here, so they're taking their sweet time with the travel. Sounded like you were talking about Starlight Drive-In. Like, as far as what I've got going on over there, like, I've got a little bit set up in Starlight Drive-In, but nothing too severe. Still, as I said, like, I just tried to cover their basic needs. I have some housing over here set up against the wall. It's all very cramped, and just trying to go by the numbers and get everything covered. Yes, if you leave weaponry sitting around that your settlers can use, they will just pick it up. That's one of the things. Like, they automatically, if ever there is a dangerous situation, like your settlement gets attacked, your settlers will pick up any sort of better weaponry that you leave lying around. Like, if you just put stuff on a decorative shelf and expect it to stay there, your settlers will go and pick it up whenever there's an attack, even if they don't have money to or ammo to utilize it. They will get into stuff. The settlers will. But one of the best ways to keep them from picking up stuff that you just set around is to actually outfit them with high quality weaponry. They need, I've heard some things about them only needing one bullet and then they can fire infinitely. But I don't know if that's 100% true, so I go ahead and give them enough to at least have one clip worth of whatever ammunition for the gun that I give to them.
So, let me know if you have anything you need me to do.
Yeah, here's another one.
To trade a few things.
Okay.
Yeah, see? Aqua Pura from Fallout 3. So I'm going to go ahead and send this guy to the castle, because he's another one from is that?
Yeah.
Just looking to trade a little.
Sure.
Aqua Pura? Yeah, you're from so you can go to the castle as well. Sending a lot of people to the castle because I'm really trying to beef it up. Like, it's only had a few settlers as of yet because I have not set up a recruitment beacon. I want to send specific people to the castle, so I never put a beacon there. So let's go ahead and check and see if these settlers have finally showed up, or at least the first one, because I just sent 2 more. But yes, as far as the settlers go, if you actually...
I just want to trade a few things.
Of course.
If you actually equip them with higher quality gear, you have to make sure to take their old weapon. Like, if you leave them with their old weapon and ammo, they will go back, they will go to using that weapon. You have to, whenever you give them a weapon, you have to give them ammo for that weapon, take away their old weapon, and make sure to press the equip button so that they're using that weapon instead of just whatever they have. Like, I'm not sure how much is required to fire the fusion cannon, so I'm going to go ahead and give it 50, just in case. Like, I'm not 100% sure.
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure thing.
Combat armor chest piece, left arm, left leg, right arm. See, and as I was talking about before, the armor won't go on top of a bunch of the different gear, which it doesn't make any sense, but that's the way the game operates. Normally, this is armor, you would be able to wear it on top of basically anything. It's just made that way. It's all just strapped on, like. But in this game, they won't let you put it on top of a lot of different things. Like, any kind of basic clothing can just remove the armor. I don't really agree with it, but that's the way it operates, and I'm not doing it with mods, so... here we go.
I just need to trade gear with you. Go ahead.
Shotgun, and you will get one of these Minutemen machine guns. And what ammo does that use? 5.56. Oof. I'm gonna go ahead and give him 60. I recently created a little Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. I was in the middle of reading it. Okay, so, and now armor. Okay, so
Yeah?
a lot of my men are still missing select pieces of armor. Oh, that's fine. Thank you for coming along and viewing my content here. But now I've still got some other guys coming down to the Middleman settlement, and they're gonna need more armor, and I don't really have any, so I think I'm gonna shift off of the Minutemen real quick. Shotguns, I'll just put those in here. I'll keep carrying that until I actually... Okay, so... as far as my inventory goes, starting to look a little bit lax on money, but I still have plenty, so I'm gonna keep plugging away at trying to improve some of these settlements. I wish that I had a job to be distracted with. It's not all bad. Like there are some things you can do. Like having a job does good things for you. You can build towards things when you have a job. When you don't have a job, it's a little bit terrible. Okay, so what settlement do I want to work with right now? Oh, another one. I don't think... Okay. Oh, you mean the job in the game? Oh, I'm not sure what you're talking about, your quests? Ah, the trader booths. Yeah, I do create those as well, and I do intend to create a more fully flushed out trade society when it comes down to all of the things that I put into the settlements. But I haven't flushed out every settlement with a bunch of stores and stuff yet, because those actually cost caps, building those storefronts, and I wanted to wait until, you know, I was a little bit further along and could build more stuff. Like Hangman's Alley is actually a very difficult build location. They have some very strict limits and very little room to work with. So, oh, another one from, yeah.
Farm's not much, but it's something.
Ooh, I gotta put these cows somewhere. You can come over here and be the goods producer. And I need to get these cows to get out of the way. Okay. Cattle over here. Okay, let me see here. Okay. So yes, I have a settlement built here. This is kind of defying gravity here, but they put a lot of, there's a lot of stuff going in. It's hard to build stuff here because there's not much space to work with. I'll probably end up upgrading this to something more complicated that looks a little bit more realistic later on. Right now, I'm probably going to keep it as it is, even though this is kind of defying gravity right here. Some people is like, that breaks the immersion right there. Like, how is that just floating there? That's not how gravity works. Right now, I am just trying to keep these guys from revolting and leaving as a settlement. So I need them to have beds to sleep in, food to eat, and things like that. Okay. I'm trying to slowly build my way out. So the way I've been thinking it is, once again, in this ideological state that I've placed myself in, I have been elected as president of the Commonwealth, and I'm trying to rebuild it, make it better, and build everything up. And I'm going with the I'm a Minuteman standpoint on all this. So I'm not trying to live in the lap of luxury while the rest of the country is just sitting in poverty. So I'm slowly trying to build my way out from some key points. One of the key points being the castle. The castle is going to be like the Pentagon. And over here in Sanctuary, I'm going to make that like the White House. Like the White House is going to be located in Sanctuary. And I'm trying to build out from these two key locations and think about how it would actually be if they were building stuff up in the world. So right now, I think one of my primary focuses is I do side stuff with the railroad. I don't completely ignore them because they do have some good stuff and they're not completely opposed with the Minutemen. I just have to avoid certain stuff. Like right now, I'm actually locked on the railroad mission because they want me to progress using the railroad, and they won't let me do any of my other missions until I tell them that I'm going to team up with them instead of the Minuteman. And I'm sorry, you're nice people at the railroad, but you're too over-focused on synths. Like, other people don't matter as much to you. The Minutemen, they're not putting special attention on them, but they're at least worried about everybody in general. They're like, oh, we'll worry about the synths too. We don't specifically hate them. They're alive and all that. They should have rights and whatnot, but we're not centered on them to where all other lives do not matter. Okay, so Red Rocket Truck Stop is one of the first ones that I want to start putting some extra attention into, aside from the basic Minuteman stuff. I have not put too much work into it.
Hi, how are you?
To get back to Diamond City.
Oh no, I like reading the comments. If you're viewing this, I want you to feel like, you're being talked to, because you're as much a part of this process as I am making the content. So don't feel bad for ever posting or making comments. Love it. I enjoy the company. Go ahead and talk. Feel free, say whatever you want. Okay, so as you can see, I have not built much for the Starlight drive-in. I've built a few shacks, things like that. Once again, all of this stuff is mainly just been to cover the basic need requirements so that, you know, no one here is starving to death. Everyone has a roof over their head, bed to sleep in, and all that. But as it's basically one of the first checking points out from Sanctuary, I can't have it just be a ramshackle hut. Like, I can't have that. Like, I need this place to start looking respectable. Let me get this chemistry station. Backseat driver tells you how to drive the car you're driving. You're just commenting. Like, I am doing my own thing, and we're just talking about building and all the fun you can have in the Fallout universe. So, no, it's not backseat driving so much as it is just some commentary. I'm fine with it. Okay, so yes, I have sunken a very large amount of time into the Fallout universe. You can do that. It's one of those games where if you want to spend some time in it, you can spend some time in this universe, and there is plenty to do. One of my favorite things is with this Red Rockets truck stop is I usually end up building on top of the Red Rocket truck stop. And usually I just use a staircase, but I've actually been considering going full electronic and putting an elevator in. I think I'm going to do it right here. Because I want the Red Rocket truck stop to be a bit more fancy than the usual stuff. So I'm thinking about putting an elevator in right here, and yeah, here we go, elevator. Ooh, I'm out of circuitry? When did that happen? Yeah, can't build without circuitry? So circuitry, I believe the only place I can get shipments of circuitry is from this ghoul chick in Good Neighbor. And Daisy is the person I have to talk to about getting circuitry.
Let's see what you have.
All the supplies, money, or violence can buy.
Yeah, because each playthrough is different. Like, whenever you play through the game with a different character, that character also has different stats. You change them up, do different things, toy around with that, and that also affects the timelines on how and when you can accomplish other things. Okay, crystal circuitry, there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and sit down and wait for her to restock, because I don't think one shipment is going to cover it. Yes, building stuff takes time. Even building digital stuff takes time. And it is a fun process, yes. It requires a bit of creativity. You know, like you take the tools they give you and you sort of make something out of it. It's a bit like painting. There's an art to it. if you are referring to the ghoul who's from Sanctuary, who is in the Good Neighbor Rexford Hotel, I already picked him up.
No? Guess you'll just have to shop then.
Let's see what you have.
Remember, no returns, exchanges, or death threats.
Yeah, there's the black guy who sells junk and stuff like that, and who gives you the mission to go pick up the beer robot. Yeah, I know him. And then there's the Ken Stealer. But none of those are the things that I need for in this mission. I don't think either one of them sells circuitry or anything. Plus, there's another loading process to get through all the doors and stuff, which is why I don't like going there. Well, let me see what shipments he has.
What, dry? The third rail.
Might as well. Why not? While I'm here.
Hey there. You're new around Good Neighbor, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think of the place?
It's kind of a
Like
dump.
to me.
Well, there's a few shiesty folks around. But give Good Neighbor a chance. She might surprise you. Name's Rufus. I do repairs around here. Keep the robots running, sell a bit of scrap, that sort of thing. I'm usually here or drinking that swill Charlie slinging at the third rail. Looking for parts? I also might have a job for you if you're interested.
Let me take a look at
Show
your
you what I
jobs.
got.
Don't want to do your mission just yet. Concrete, copper, gear, screws, steel, wood. Oh, he does shipments of aluminum. Screw it, I need some aluminum. Running low on money, so I'm probably gonna have to go. Like, I got some aluminum because I was here, and it's actually a smaller shipment than they regularly have at Diamond City, 25 rather than 50, so it was a little bit cheaper. So I thought I'd grab it just because. All of this buying does have me low on money, so I'm probably going to end up having to go out and do some... Oh, yes, thank you. I did not actually know that that guy carried aluminum. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so... Starlight Drive-In. Okay, so thinking about putting the elevator up over here. And I appreciate your viewership. Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking with gasoline. Okay, so right there. You know what? I think I'm going to need my jetpack for this build. I forgot to include the fact that this is going to have a lot of running if I don't have a jetpack. I'm going to have to build stairs and run up and down those, and it's not always convenient. one of these days I'm gonna hop on and I'm just gonna do an arcade episode where I'm just playing through the arcade games, because there are like 6 or 7 of them in total, and I'll just see if I can beat those arcade games. But right now we're building the Commonwealth. Okay, so over here is where I hit my elevator up. Okay, move. This is one of the only problems about having multiple companions with you, is that they tend to get in the way. Okay, so yeah, now I've got that accurately placed. Ooh, sorry, guy. You want to be careful about doing that. If you didn't know, if you accidentally jump off of a high spot and land on one of your settlers, they will consider that an attack and mark you as a hostile and start shooting at you, which is not good. Okay, and I'm just putting this ladder here for ease of access. Okay. It's just to give me something to run up and down rather than constantly. Okay, so okay, so the elevator points this way. Is that going to be... Okay, so that's the elevator up button. Okay, so, yeah. So from here... Well, I do have to worry about connections. So, metal floor. I tend to keep my companions isolated. Like, one of the things that I often do when I play the game is once I get the Mechanist Slayer, I've found that it's a perfect place to just send all of your companions that you're not using. So I usually just ship them off to the Mechanist Slayer and have them stay there. Okay, so yeah, okay. So I need somewhere to put this for the moment. Come on, give me somewhere. Give me something. Gonna have to move it piece by piece. Okay. You got it now. Yeah, put it right over there. Put that right over there. Sorry if this building process is a little slow. We are trying to work with it here. Oh, I'm out of steel? Really, of all the things to be out of, I'm out of steel. Okay. I guess an elevator uses quite a bit of juice.
All right, got plenty of supplies.
Let's see what you have.
A bit of everything.
Okay. Excuse me. Flamer fuel. All the way, I never use a flamer. Cover that expense. Another helpful tip, as long as it's just for materials, basically all materials will transfer to all of your different build sites and locations across the Commonwealth, so long as you have a trade route connecting you to it. Like, basically, as long as you have one trader who travels to a location, that place becomes part of the trade route. So you only need one. So basically, the method that I use is to simply send one person from Sanctuary to Red Rocket, and then one person from Red Rocket to Zigma Outpost, or whatever order you do it in. All you have to do is go to the last settlement that you added and have them send the supply convoy onto the next settlement that you listed. So whatever place that I collect whenever I get into Far Harbor will probably be attached to this place as the last settlement that I collected. And once you do it to every settlement, you then have a complete network, and all of your resources will exchange to all of them. No, all of the routes are connected so long as they connect back. So if you send someone to Starlight let me show you the map here. If you start out at Sanctuary Springs and then send somebody to Red Rocket Truck Stop as your first convoy supply line, then that connects the Red Rocket Truck Stop and Sanctuary. And if you send somebody from Red Rocket Truck Stop to, let's say, Abernathy Farms, right over here, then Abernathy Farms becomes connected to all of the places that are already connected. So it's just a a matter of chaining them one after another, and by doing that, all of them become connected and all of them have access to all of the same resources. The only things that don't exchange between the different settlements are physical objects. Like if you have a weapon that's stocked away in one of these workshops, that weapon is only in that workshop. It's not in, you can't get it from any of the other workshops. You have to go to that workshop to pick that weapon up. The same goes with objects that you build. For example, I built these light posts, these power transformers. But if I store one of these power transformers, it's stored in the workshop here in Sanctuary, and I can't take that out anywhere else in any other settlement. I have to build a new one instead. So items, just like the weaponry and stuff like that, are restricted to the one location where you built them. Okay, so did I stow all that stuff? Okay, yeah, I stowed it. And Red Rocket Truck Stop. If you're talking about one of these guys, the people that run the little stores, like the caps that your people who run these stores earn are converted across the spectrum, so you can pick them up from anywhere. But none of the items, like these, this is just a settler on a bench, and while you collect caps from this guy, that's all you collect. The money that these different vendors earn all transmits back to the primary place, or you can pick it up anywhere, but that's all that's connected. You can go ahead and ask your question. I just thought you were asking about those vendors instead of the supply lines. Okay, so in order to get it to drop, I still need one more, at least one more. There we go. Okay. Okay. So at least one more of those in order to get to a stair. There we go. Okay, so if that'll go, Then we can get a wider one. And okay, so the wider ones won't go. Let me trying to see if I can find a way to bring up your actual listed messages. I think it sounds like you're asking me if it doesn't matter what direction the settler is sent from. Like if you send someone from Starlight to Red Rocket instead of from Red Rocket to Starlight after you connected Sanctuary and Red Rocket, then the connection is still made. It doesn't matter which way the caravan travels from which settlement to which settlement, as long as the connection is made, then the supply line exists and your resources go both ways. Okay. Okay, so I believe I have successfully set up that. So now I can go down. And I don't want them to be able okay, so yeah. Steel wall. That doesn't seem to be wanting to connect. Okay, so doors. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Because I want this to have the metal sort of scrappy look. Oh, come on, why won't you let me put this wall in the back too, huh? I think, yeah, I'm going to remove these. They bulk out a bit too much. Why won't it? Being difficult. Why are you being difficult, elevator? I guess it's because technically that's supposed to be another possible entrance. Some of the rules in this sometimes vex me because it will not let me do what I want all the time. Like sometimes it's just playing hard to get. There we go. Right there. And now come on. And what about this? Ooh. Snap right into place. I don't know why, but okay, so that worked. Looks a little off, but I'm not going to complain about it. It worked. Like I got a door on it. And now that we have that, let me see. Concrete. Ah, damn it. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so okay. And let me see if that stretches down inside of the building. Okay, so the only thing that stretches is that. That's good, that's good. So now I come down here. Now, okay. Oof, out of steel again. Okay, so I think I'm going to call this video quits here now for the moment, and I'll probably stream again some other time where we can pick up back here at the Starlight Drive-In for my upgrade session when I have more steel.